You beautiful beans, you. It's Monday, and there's Leigh popping in at the last second, showing up
Hello.
right on time. I'm Sean
Hello.
Pluck,
And I'm Lee Grainer.
and there's no other Sean here today. It's just me. I'm gonna have to
Oh yeah.
be Sean enough for the two of us.
Yeah.
So let me just say welcome. It is Monday, and Leigh, I have an announcement I'd like to share.
Yeah.
Oftentimes announcements are about something that is happening right now. Hey, there's the tickets are available. My album just dropped, something like that. But I'd like to
Yeah.
announce what has happened to me in the last half hour.
Ugh.
Brit
What has
has
happened to
made
you in the last half?
homemade Korean soon tofu soup
Oh, but when?
at 6:15 and it's 7:12. It was
That was
so
a soon joke.
good. Oh,
Sorry.
God, I like my funny bone. It's like it's just not even turned on. I'm just like, oh,
Well,
Leigh
I
had a
mean,
question. I'm going to answer that question. There it is.
I joked. I did a gag in the middle of your bit, so it's technically a foul on my part. But okay. So this Korean soon tofu soup.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It,
Spicy.
oh, so spicy, man. Oh my God, dudes. Like it was okay. So like the beef that we got, $40 a pound beef short rib, and we got a pound of that shit,
Whoa.
and it's gonna last us for like 2 days. And there's just so much. It's so good, and it's like really spicy and savory. We put a ton of MSG in there, and if you guys are not cooking with MSG, you have to do it. It's so good. I love MSG. It's got a lot of that shit in there. We got garlic, we got some onions and green onions, and some white mushrooms, and some tofu, and
Ooh.
and then here's the best part, Leigh. This is gonna
Yeah.
it's gonna make you crazy. Okay.
Okay.
Brit has the gift of when you get everything in there and it starts boiling and it's boiling and it's just sort of burning off some of the water, becoming a denser, thicker, richer, spicier broth. And then when it's boiling,
Yep.
she cracks 4 eggs and puts it in there, and then ladles the egg with the soup into the bowl,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they are perfectly soft-boiled eggs.
What?
Yeah, it's like a soon tofu poached egg. Oh, so fucking
That's
good.
incredible.
It's so good. Like my life is peaking right now. I think this is it. I think like literally like August 7th was the day that I hit like maximum Sean happiness.
Ooh,
It was so
that's
good.
really good.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
great. Wow. So that's inspired. I've been with that, and then with the Adventure Zone Balance Arc, which I finally got to. Hey, everybody in the chat, shout out to Adventure Zone Balance Arc. Fucking incredible arc. There's
Adventure
some cooking.
Zone.
The Adventure Zone. It's the McElroy's D&D podcast, and then later various other things. But there's some chefing, there's some cooking in that, and every time it's like I gotta cook, and I haven't gotten there yet, but I think there's some fancy cooking in my future.
Yeah.
I did have a moment the other day where I was just having a really nice day, and I had that moment where I was like, there's more I want to do in life, but I realized that if I got hit by a bus, I'd be like, no, it's good. Like I've like everything now is bonus round. Like I feel like I've had a lot of like the human experiences, and then also it was just like a moment where I was like, is this the best day of my life? And it was just like sitting on my bed. I was just sitting on my bed. I was like, is this the best day of my life? And it was just a normal day, And it was like, but it was in the sense of like, if this is the best day I ever have, like, I am more than satisfied. Like, this is great.
Yes.
It was just like sitting there in the afternoon doing nothing, maybe coloring book, just like, yeah.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Oh my gosh, that didn't. I didn't have anything similar to this feeling until a few years ago. Of like, man, there's a thing I've always wanted to do. Do I still want to do that? And I was like, I mean, I could. I could also not. It's fine. I don't know, I'm good. I'm pretty good.
It's a blessing of middle age where you're just like,
yeah, just good.
Shit,
pretty good.
I'm good. I've done so much.
Dude, I don't know if my camera color is washed out or not, but I want to let you know I am not, in fact, pale and sickly. In fact, this is a blue shirt. I don't know.
It is. You look like you look like you're 50% gray. You're neutral, absolute neutral gray on a green screen background. Like you could, like I could like fine tune my camera to you right now. As, like, neutral gray.
I mean, like I literally, even if I like pull up the wall, it's just the same color as me. It's just the same. Like, we're all the same.
You're millennial gray, Sean.
Millennial gray.
You got there.
I'm worried about Sean. He's really washed out.
Yeah.
So we're going to continue.
Not like the other Sean. We managed to vanquish the other Sean, finally.
Absolutely. In fact, I now have all of Sean's powers absorbed into me.
Oh, you Highlandered him.
Yeah,
I thought we were just gonna disable him. I didn't see. You should have. That's. I don't think that's fair because you said I could go use the bathroom and then you took all his powers because you Highlandered him while I was in the bathroom.
Here's the thing. As much as I appreciate the cultural reference of Highlander, I was thinking more of Jet Li's The One, which is my currently appreciated. It is the multiverse take on those things.
Whoa. I haven't seen Jet Li's The One.
Wait, this is not where we are.
I'm where I am.
Oh no. Please don't.
Did we oh. Did we
Okay, I remember what happened. We went a little long one night and I just loaded up that one.
Okay.
Oh, that was close.
Okay.
That was close. I always need to save.
I'm sure
we
that's
almost
fine.
lost our progress. If we lose our progress, I'm literally just gonna like open up Mechabellum and show you this game. Just gonna play it.
Well, because like also I remember that like last time it wouldn't let us save, so then we looked at the auto saves.
Right.
So if there's ever gonna be a complete meltdown, it's right now, folks.
Yeah.
You could be looking at it right now.
Oh, I know exactly where we are, and you're never going to know until this thing reloads. Here it is. All right, so here it is. So we very happily managed to successfully open up this mysteriously locked thingy here. And what I think that I have learned that the structure of the game is that there are 3 different areas that I shall call red, green, and blue. And in each of the areas, you can acquire a new power by climbing up to the top of the tower. And then there are additional puzzles that you can find in red, green, and blue areas that use those powers that you've then acquired. And what you're trying to do with it is you are trying to drain the reservoir. And so... what we've done now is we have opened up this area, and we had just enough time to explore it last time. And it looks to be that there are a couple of, like, unusual and interesting devices. There's a really beautiful color blue. There's also all these different bacteria. Chromophages.
Oh, Thermophiles.
Thermophiles from Chromophagia. Yeah.
Thermophiles existens.
That movie was so weird.
That movie... I was gonna say I want to watch it again, but then I realized that maybe don't.
Yeah. Then I realized I should watch Glorious, the movie Sean recommends, because he just saw it yesterday.
Oh.
So what does this do?
I have a recommendation for what to watch. Fucking Star Trek Strange New Worlds. It's so good.
Ah, that's right. We need to get rid of this thing, which I can't do.
Ugh. What is that thing?
So this is GAC. This is Nickelodeon GAC. And my understanding is that we need to use our... To break up this debris, you must raise the water level first. Ah, that's right.
Looks like foam insulation.
Yeah, so when we were in the underwater zone, where Sean Bouchard and I spent a good long while, you have this, like, underwater exploder. And the underwater exploder has the ability to explode this, but because we have no water in here, we can't explode it.
So you have an exploder that can only be used underwater.
Yes. It's an underwater exploder, and then I also think... I think something. So I think we have to figure out this giant acidic thingy.
Yeah.
Can I jack in here? Vat hatch. Crusted. Oh, what? Oh, I can access these things.
I gotta spare my CPU a little bit by, I'm gonna tempt fate by changing the refresh rate on my monitor here quick.
Oh, Lee, don't do it. Big risks.
We're gonna go to 60 frames. Okay. Yeah, there's no need for me to be pro Evo gaming while I stream.
1440p.
I mean, I have two... For reasons unknown, I insist on running two 4K monitors off my old MacBook. And I was doing a 60 hertz and a 120. And my computer was just like, please. Please, no.
Please, no. I can't even render a web page.
I just love my pixels, and I love to see them go. You can quote me on that.
There's a very specific angle. Okay, so everything is unaligned and uncoupled. And I can't do anything with this.
Oh, because of the foam.
Yeah, so this is crusted.
Yeah, they call it debris, but I wonder if it's like actually like calcium deposit or something.
Yeah, no, I mean, have you been to Yellowstone?
Yes, I have.
Oh my god, calderas. Oh my god, the Norris Geyser Basin literally looks like fucking Caelid in Elden Ring. It's so sick.
I haven't played Elden Ring. I'm saving it up.
Imagine that there was
I gotta find my... Wait, I gotta find my laptop. But my laptop might be in here, Sean.
Oh my god, in the sack?
God damn it.
Oh, insufficient ass. Oh, farts.
Sean.
What?
Nope. My gaming PC is not in here. What is in here? 3 old MacBooks, Sean. 3 old MacBooks.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Like, I mean, you actually look like one of those hunters that tries to take like eggs, and you like open the nest and you say, "Oh my god, there's 7 albatross eggs in here. This is huge."
Yes, it's huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, gaming PC still probably in my closet somewhere, but I definitely have so many old MacBooks.
Yeah, I actually
I think those go back to at least USC, so at least 15 years.
I never really know what to do with laptops or computers when they run out. I just keep them. And I think that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. Because it's like, there's all the data, you know? And it's like, I would love to donate them, but the process of decommissioning one of them safely is like a lot of work.
Yeah. There's files on there, and what if I need them at some point?
Yeah. Exactly. And what the hell is this? See, now we've opened up...
So, Lee, the resolution is pretty
bad.
This
is for somebody else.
Okay, but like if there's address and stuff...
Now I'm going down the rabbit hole of what's next to me in the room, you know? It's one of those days.
Lee, that was a package that had an address on it. I want it to be clear. You want to be careful of having addresses. Yeah, I had it right on the front.
You could see it?
I mean, I could see that there were addresses moving nearby, so...
Well, don't...
You want me to edit this out?
Look, if you're gonna come visit me, ask first.
The mod, or the
Doxed.
VOD is deleted.
That would be the weirdest. That would be the weirdest way to dox myself. Just like
Yeah,
finding a
you
package that's been on my shelf next to me for like 2 years.
yeah.
Well,
So I mean, like,
if anybody in chat can help me move to a random spot tonight, that will. Then I won't be doxed anymore. Oh.
so pipe flow control. So I don't know what. Okay, so I see. So here is. So let me just get this here. This is the giant battery pool.
Yeah.
So this is like where we rotated all the bridges around here. And so these big 4 tubes here, this is this pier that we can walk across and the little button that we can see there. So if I look out there, you see here's the pier, and then you'll see like here's 1, 2, and then there's 3, and you can barely see 4 over there of the big pipes.
Yeah.
So let me see if I can make any fucking sense out of this thing at all. Where'd it go?
The map?
There it is. Okay, so
oh, interesting.
So here's the water that comes in.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the one that I need to turn on. Oh. So that should have power now. There it is.
Can you remind me what we're trying to do with this? You're trying to get the water into the goopy water?
So it's not exactly clear what I want to want. But let me tell you what I believe right now. So here is
Uh-huh. This is definitely a piece of firmament.
Wait, did I solve this shit already? I don't think I did. Because, like, I think this is the one place that we haven't gone to. Because in the super cold place... No, I think the entrances are just not open for this thing yet. So I need to do something here. I don't know what that something is. Huh. Okay, Leigh, let me tell you what I think that I need to do. So I have ascended 2 of these towers, and
Yes.
I have solved the towers, and I have, I don't know, activated
100% of them.
I've rescindled the vibrators located in the towers enough to where the Borkening can be. I don't know. There's just a lot of like verbs and nouns that beekeepers need to do, and I've done 2 out of the 3 of them.
Yeah.
And I believe that this is the final one that I need to interact with in some way. And so, I think that this pump here is all connected to this unusual acid vat thingy. So I have this acid vat thingy, and here's some sulfur, I think.
Oh, sulfur, that's what it is. Yes, it's not Wow, so there's probably a big rotten egg smell in there, huh?
Yeah. So let's just get some sulfur going. So this just has sulfur in it. So I'm gonna swap tracks. We keep okay. Okay, so let's
The red zone is for loading and unloading only.
If anyone has put something in your sulfur, contact law enforcement immediately.
La. Bounce
Dude.
card.
No, I want to shoot this one that's right in front of me.
I just invented a bounce card.
Alright, come here. Man, I so want to just create an organization that calls the members something that isn't just like...
Sorry, I actually couldn't hear you because I have the sound turned up too high on the stream. So you got you got kind of all I heard was industrial noise.
Let me...
So you were saying that you want to have some sort of organization that calls something
it's members
something?
something way cooler than just members.
Oh,
like we are
like,
keepers. Like that's cool.
Yeah. What else is cool in that regard? Like you could say like.
I like how with no context you're like,
out.
no, I got you. Let me immediately think of a name to this organization. Lifers, huh?
I don't know what it. I'm very distractible right now because I literally was like looking out the window trying to think of like a name, and then I just was like, "That's a nice tree."
Just literally the best life. Completely dialed in. Okay, wait. So if I go down a level, so let's see here. So this went up into. Wait, it went into here. So does this do anything now?
I mean, we can also
right.
we can throw to chat. We can throw to chat. So like.
Oh shit.
So it's got to be name them after like a verb, you know. So like keepers. One could be assemblers, whatever. Just keep it to one word, ER word. What would what kind of person would you want to be in a strange organization? What are you doing? It looks like
I'm filling it up. I'm filling it up with acid.
I suggest not breathing right now because are you making? Oh my god, are you making tofu soup, Sean?
I'm making tofu soup right now, and you can see the deep red colors because from below is gochujang. But there's the onions, and there's the water. Alright, so now do I need to, like, fucking turn this thing on? Uncoupled, underlined, unalloyed.
Adjoiners, that's good. Paradigmers?
Paradigmers. Oh my god, Dalakan. Paradigmers is so good.
I like NL-blers, too. That's... interesting. Yeah. There was some,
Oh, I fucking understand what's happening now. So that's filled, and now it's time to Dion.
Dion?
Dion.
Dion.
Dion, watch this. Dion. Now, here's the thing.
Oh,
you might look at that and you might go, Sean, it wants you to don that, okay? And
yeah,
you might think that you're
clearly
correct.
Yeah.
But
it's clearly the incorrect sort of what you're doing here.
But
Doff.
Yeah, the opposite of Dion is D-off.
I hope this works in Redwater. Oh, Dion and D-off. Actually, that's really good.
Isn't that awesome?
I wonder what the linguistics of that is, like the linguistical historictimals of it.
Yeah, like, I don't know that... Oh, by the way, Lee, watch this. If I had R...
Oh, you blew it the fuck up.
I blew it doff.
Did you just open a door to a door?
What the fuck? This is the game. This is the game right here.
Isn't that the one thing that we always harp on?
Dude,
I guess Riven had doors to walls.
No, but this is doors to doors. Like, literally, we've talked about this, that if you opened up a locked door and on the other side immediately was a locked door.
Yeah, doors to doors.
It's crazy. Doors to Doors is such a good band name. Instead of door to door, doors to doors.
Doors to doors.
So I need to go up, and then the very first thing I see should be a lock.
So I like to leave myself these little jokes and gags, you know, in my life.
Yeah.
And so my monitor configuration is I've got a horizontal monitor and then a vertical one. and I have a variety of wallpapers which I can use on these.
Yeah.
But the vertical monitor needs the vertical wallpapers. And so what's lovely is that I have a folder called wallpapers, and then I have a folder called tall papers.
That's so good.
Perfect.
Oh my god.
I can't believe you had to fill the room with water just to cavitate that.
Yeah. This fucking sucks. Okay, so like, how do I rotato this potato?
Yeah.
Shit's crusted. Shit's
Vat
bad.
hatch crusted. Yeah, shit's crusted, my friend.
So how in tarnation?
How do you uncrust a vat hat? Uncrust a vat hatch?
A vatch hat. So this is crusted.
Yeah. Is it or is it not an uncrustable vat hatch?
Wait a fuck. Wait,
So
wait.
I was on
What the fuck?
I was on cat Twitter for a long time, which is where people make Twitter accounts for their cats and they post as their cats.
Oh, so you were on Cat X.
Yes, Catix. One of my favorite of the weird little in jokes that would go around is that all the cats wanted to eat Uncrustables, those prepackaged peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with the crusts cut off.
Why?
It's just funny.
Dude.
And then they would like tag the Uncrustables brand and stuff.
Oh, I bet you I need to get a second one, huh? I don't know why, but
Second one of those.
I think I know what I need. I think I need to overfill it so it overflows, and that is what causes that thing that we were looking at to melt. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Now, why I need to do this? I need to do this.
I feel like if you went to Cyan and you were like, now you have to make a game, but you're not allowed to put catwalks or rusty rails in it, they would just, their heads would fall off.
Like literally, it would be like that story with the girl who has like a little ribbon tied around her neck, and you just untie it and it just falls off.
Yep.
You're just like, absolutely no catwalks, and just thunk, like right on the table. Screams
Yes.
from outside. No, our director.
Choo choo, here we go.
Choo choo, be do. So I'm pretty sure this
That
is
does
empty.
not sound oiled.
Yeah. Oh, Lee, I have another movie that I think you really need to watch that has some
Oh yeah?
It has some nice, like, you wouldn't call it traditional body horror type stuff.
Oh.
But it's really
Okay.
good.
I like an untraditional body horror. Horror.
Yeah. It is called Prospect. It is a sci-fi movie
Okay.
about imagine gold prospectors, but
Yeah.
it's people that are on a space station, and they can leave the space station to land on a planet, but they have a limited amount of time to get back to the station, or the station just is like,
Okay.
I'm out of here.
Sure.
And they are trying to locate these really valuable, gross looking. It's never really explained what they do, but it's like these organic gem-looking objects where they have to like
Ooh.
cut open a sack and pull out a thing, and oh, it's so good. But it's really insanely very good. Prospect.
Yeah, anytime that there's an amniotic sac, I think it's a good film.
And
I gotta figure out how my fucking chair works.
what
Sorry.
you're gonna love about this
Whoa.
is the amniotic sac. Inside has an amniotic sac.
Oh. Sax on sax.
The mixer is full. Are you shitting me?
I don't understand how a desk chair can have two like levers that are both in control of tilt.
Oh fuck! What does this thing do?
Whoa! The Dunkaroo!
All right, I solved it. There was a missing thing. But the reason I thought so much about Prospect was not because we were on the topic of recommending movies, but because you had that sack that you opened up and there was a bunch of laptops in there. It's exactly how Prospect
the laptop
works.
sack, yeah.
Yeah, like, I want you to watch Prospect, ideally tonight. Like, cancel your plans tomorrow.
Good.
I did it.
Lab sack. You know what I enjoyed as a movie film, is the one where Natalie Portman goes in there into the shimmer bubble, and then there's all sorts of nature crimes.
Annihilation.
Where there's always, it's always stuff like stick some animals together kind of movie.
Oh, yeah, absolutely Mr. Potato Head, but with animals.
Yeah.
So I see. I need to rotate this so I can ungack it.
Yep.
Are there any other ungackables? Any other Uncrustables around?
I'm just so sad at what happened to Scrooge McDuck's fortune down there.
I know.
The millennia have not been kind to it.
What does this do? Uncoupled. Unaligned. So let's see. We got to rotate this 45 degrees. You know, for a show called Mostly Walking, like, I am amazed just at the sheer scope of walking that this game has. In terms of, like, this is a singular puzzle. So now what I can do is I can doff. This is genuinely, I can't name anything Natalie Portman's been in, other than the Star Wars prequels and a few MCU movies. Well, she was in The Professional, which is a very good film.
Yeah. She was in Black Swan,
which I watched on a flight where I was really tired, so I drank like 5 cups of coffee, but the coffee was really strong, so I was feeling jittery. And then we were getting extreme turbulence, and I thought, let me unwind by watching the movie, and I put on Black Swan. So just like in the air, like jerked around when my heart's racing just from the coffee. And let me tell you, that movie is not relaxing. But she was in that one. She's in Annihilation, one of my favorites.
Annihilation?
Annihilation.
Annihilation?
Yeah, Sean Connery's favorite movie. Annihilation.
Annihilation. There was fucking another word that was so good. Oh yeah, charcuterie. The word charcuterie, an AI sub, or like an AI voiceover pronounced it as charcuterie, which is just wonderful.
Charcuterie.
Charcuterie.
Alright, I think I've unlocked my mixed blades.
Alright, I have to switch over to the raw feed. So I won't be able to see your beautiful face right now, but...
That's fine.
So it goes.
One of these fucking buttons has to rotate this fucking thing. Is it this middle thing?
Oh, I can turn your video on and off. You know, like, Discord is streets ahead when it comes to, like, I can tailor my experience of you as a person in Discord, you know? It's like, right-click, disable Sean's video, right-click, set Sean's volume. Like, make Sean taller, shorter.
Yeah, you are definitely in charge of me, for sure.
We have all that is required.
We have all that is... It's like, you kind of... They're kind of, protesting too much. How do I get my fucking... Whoa! There it goes. I've got one of those, like, Cineplex Aeron chairs, you know?
Wait, if I lock this... What?
I have one of those computer chairs that I bought when I had money, you know what I mean?
Oh, dude, yeah, like Herman Miller Adirondack.
I got the, like, Ailer Tutor one. It's wild the things that I buy when I have money, you know, because I either have money or I don't every 5 years. But and then when I don't have money, I look back at the stuff I bought when I had money, and it's all just like the most nonsense, you know. It's like an electric bike. It's like, could have used that.
Is this fucking
cash.
game shitting me? Oh, I have to lower shit, don't I? Fuck me, man. Oh my god. Literally stab me. I don't believe this shit.
Literally.
I really like you literally stabbed me.
Tragedy.
Oh my
Tragedy.
god. So, okay, wait, so is the puzzle that I need to rotate this correctly? I feel like it isn't, because I feel like... Here's what I think. I think that I need to rotate this so it's facing the hatch. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Because this is how I get off.
That's how you get off?
This is how I get off. Well, this is that.
I appreciate that I settled on a sort of upset, sort of surprised energy at that. Like kind of a like, yeah. I think you can see the redness of the liquid shining on my flesh monitor.
You genuinely look like you're blushing.
Well,
Sulfur blushing. Sulfur blush.
Sulfur blush. That sounds like something that they did in like 1905. Women used to apply sulfur blush that would make them slightly prettier, but would also like eat away at their skulls or something. So, you know how they were always doing that? It was like paint your face with arsenic.
This fucking video game. Okay, so
I found all the colors I can put on my screen that I use as a secondary light. Ooh, look at the blue. Should I go full gamer?
Okay, wait, Lee. I figured this shit out. Okay. So see, look. There was an option that I didn't see, which is most of this game. Okay, so see, look at this image that is like right here. All right, you see this? Now, notice I can tab and I can mixer blade pins couple or uncouple. It says they're unaligned. All right, so you can't do this, but watch. If I rotate this a little bit, and then I do this.
Huh?
What? Wait. Oh, okay. So what I need to do is I need to get the top
You better couple
blade.
the mixer blade pins, okay?
Look at this. I get the top blades on top of the bottom blades. Because remember, when we were underneath, there were two sets of mixing fans. And none of them... Let me fucking tell you, Lee, okay?
Sorry, this is
okay. Okay, look.
This is such like my spouse. This is such like spouse who doesn't have a job at home energy. Like the other spouse comes home and it's like, look, I got to tell you about the mixer blade fans, and then I had to. It's like,
Lee, I don't have anyone to talk to at work. No one respects me there. I'm the only keeper who cares. I'm gonna come home to my keepette, and I just want to tell you a little bit about how the mixing fans can be and not be coupled. So let me tell you. Okay, so this used to be. It used to go right from that doorway that's hard to see over to that exit over there. And when I lowered it using this, we saw that it was actually a crisscross of two things. So if you see that we're rotating.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm seeing keys.
The bottom one is a mixing blade, okay? Just as the top one is a mixing blade. Here was the original orientation. So we would enter in, when we lowered it, both of those are on the same sort of Z-axis. So we can walk out and walk anywhere on the crisscross. But the problem is, you see right there, it's a little hard to see, but you can see just the top of a hatch. and that hatch is covered in gack. So what I need is a way to get my dawn on, and once I've put my dawn on,
Yeah, get your dawn on.
Walk out here, and then I need to walk to that diagonal area there. So how are we going to do that? Well, what we need to do is I need to rotate the bottom blade, because I can rotate the top blade. How do you rotate the bottom blade? Watch this shit. Watch this. Okay? They're lined up, so I can now hit this, and now I can couple them.
Oh, they're coupled.
So now I can, like, do this, stop, and now I can uncouple them.
That shit. Yep, perfect.
And now watch this shit. Watch.
You're getting so good with this rotato-potato maneuver.
Thank you. Thank you. It's what I do every time I need to roll over when I'm in bed sleeping at night. I'm like, I need a rotato-potato. I whisper it to myself. On the daily.
Day 9 daily.
We learn to be a better potato. Alright, I've doffed, and now it's the last doff I need to doff. The last doff you know what I'm saying to you. Okay.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Ooh, wait, I can put myself underwater too, see? Now I'm red.
But you see, we're not done. We need to lower it. Let me fucking put this. Let me doff the suit that I donned.
You're really putting that thing. You really getting it don and doff again.
You know, when layoffs hit, I mean, it was just a third of the workforce each doing 3 times the work. We normally had a different person for raising and lowering, but now I gotta do it all myself. Down the hatch.
Same shit, different day, am I right?
You are right.
You keeping your nose clean?
I literally do nothing but clean my nose. That's all I do. I'm just scrubbing.
We are keepers. You don't have to be crazy to work here, but it helps.
But the other ones wanted more.
Hang in there, baby. Don't talk to me until I've had my firmament. Woo.
That has got to be one of my favorite images ever. Is Saturn devouring his son, holding a cup of coffee, saying, "Don't talk to me until I've had my son." It's so good.
I had a moment where no, I'm not going to tell that story.
Love it.
Ow. One of the few times when I guess I censor myself to some degree often on this show, but you know, it's never bad. It's just stuff that, I mean, whenever I'm saying anything to anyone, I calculate beforehand the % chance that it will be completely misconstrued and just not understood in any human way. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's tough.
Oh, see, look, we've got a whole playground in there now.
Wait, did I accidentally do the second half of this fucking puzzle?
I don't know.
What do you think's flowing out of
there? Coffin juice.
No, I mean, like, literally, how does stuff come out of there? Okay.
Oh.
It's fin. Super finned. Okay, great. So... Now, I don't think I want to dump this.
Are you about to perpetrate massive ecological destruction?
Oh, yeah. We got insufficient acid. I swear to God, if I have to go back down there and crank up the juice, I'll be pissed. So here's where I think that second sulfuric acid thing was good. Alright, so because we've doubled it up,
see, now it's like those special cereals in the 90s that came with the special bowl. so that you could have 2 different cereals on different sides. Oh, that's not true. I guess it is all mixing.
Wow, I forgot those things existed. Yeah, it was like a plastic weird. It was like one of those charts of like non-Euclidean, like a hyperbolic plane. Like, but it looked like that, but it had like a little line in the middle of the saddle, and you could just put 2 different kinds of cereal, one on each side. And I'm sure it sold.
And then
millions.
you could open up the sluice gate, right, to mix the 2.
Oh, what? That's crazy, man.
A lot of those bowls you could pull out the divider and you could get a full mix.
Man.
That is not appetizing. That.
You okay? You okay? My cat was falling asleep standing up.
Oh.
So, do I just have to do this shit 3 times?
I don't know. Here at the V8 bottling plant.
Dude, I don't know if you've ever gone down the YouTube rabbit hole and like looked at all those. Oh, acid's ready.
Discharge like you've never discharged before. There is no way that we are not sustaining deep harm from this, right?
No, this is good. No, this is where we're keepers. We are keepers. Hold on, I want to see
Our
this.
lungs
Wait.
must look like buttered toast by now.
Open up. Oh, I see. I don't know why it's shut.
Maybe it did that to keep all the goodness out.
Juleston Reservoir? That's where we want to energize, I think. Oh, I don't know, man. But I really think that just having an incredibly large expanse of open water that you're just dumping a lot of acid in, like, an open pool there and going,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll just keep adding acid to it. If it's not acidic enough, we just make more acid and just dump it right onto there. No cordoning off.
No.
Okay, wait. So I have to walk all the way around again. Oh, would you fucking look at this? We've gobbled up some of the water.
Water gobbler.
Wait, do I need to just keep siphoning water from this? Oh, I think... Oh, got it. Okay, Lee, I now understand what the puzzle was.
Okay,
I understand
great.
what the puzzle was. So, there is this elaborate contraption.
That's my favorite game, the elaborate contraption.
Dude, fantastic contraption. Super sick. So we have these enormous dumps of acid into here. You'll note it's not getting any electricity, which is fine. So here's what we were trying to do. We were trying to do a production procedure. Is this what I need to hit?
Production. Uh-huh.
What the fuck? I fucking can't fucking get up here?
We.
What in the shit?
What in the butt?
Okay, here's what I think was happening, which is that if I go back here, wait. This might be simpler than I think it is.
It's probably more expensive than you think it was cheaper. I actually don't know what that meant.
Here is what I think was happening. I will explain it from this point of view, and then I will tell you what I hope I don't have to do. Okay, so Leigh, you see this? You see this big tube here? See this one that goes in there?
Which big tube?
Can you see my mouse cursor?
No.
All right, here, let me do this. Can you see my mouse cursor?
Yeah, I can see you there too
this,
at the bottom.
Yeah, this tube here.
Yeah.
This is pumping water into that facility to make the acid. So why am I trying to pump that water in there? Well, oops. The reasoning actually is not because I'm trying to do something over there. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to siphon water out of this reservoir because, as you can see, here's the entrance.
Oh, shit! Yeah, that's underwater. You're either going to need to get that water out of there or you're going to need your super suit.
So what I believe I need to do, which is specifically what I do not want to do, but what I believe that I do need to do.
Well, if you wanted to do it, it wouldn't be what you needed to do. It would be what you wanted to do.
I wish that what I needed and what I wanted was the same.
I want that what you want is what you need. And I want you to want me. I need...
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
I'm going to stop singing because otherwise I'm going to get your channel demonetized.
Oh, don't worry. It only demonetizes based on the start of the videos. We're fine.
Because the robot's going to be like, that is perfect singing.
That's A+ out of 10. I'm in love. So what I think has happened is that we have half drained the reservoir. So all we need to do is we need to finish the draining by going back up to that pipe and activating the button to pull it back up. But as you can see,
and then get the prostate checked.
Absolutely, we will cough. Hopefully, as the final act of the game. But what has happened is I think we have dumped acid in here, changing the composition or shorting something. The power's out, so I can't even get into this elevator to go up there to where I need to go. So I think I need to reactivate the power by Leigh. We're gonna need to go on some catwalks.
Oh, sick! I love that. You know that. You know me.
You know me. 115 volts, huh?
Kick it up.
Total voltage 165. Now, why would it be 165 volts? Why would the voltage have changed? Like, I actually don't know anything about batteries. So I don't know why these batteries would be different batteries. Why am I stuck? So, if I leftward place this, how much do we have?
Leftward hoe.
120? Oh, come on, that's close enough. If there's one thing they teach you in electrical engineering, it's that close enough is enough.
Close enough is enough. Electrical engineering is one of those things where I never got the hang of it, but I think that's only because, like, I bet someone taught it to me wrong at some point, you know?
I agree. Total voltage 155. So I think that what I actually need to do is I need to maybe just cut straight across here. So we have to eliminate some of these connections. This is just brutal. This is the most brutal puzzle.
I mean,
connect, you fuck. This is 170.
These puzzles are also, like, I swear, and I know that I say this every time, but I swear they are uniquely difficult to keep up with as a co-host who isn't driving, because it's like you're walking around inside of you're like walking around on a little, not a circuit board, but you're definitely walking around inside of a machine looking at all these connections that look identical.
Yeah, I mean,
it's such a weird perspective, I mean, I guess it's like Satisfactory, which is a really fun game if you played it.
Oh yeah, I didn't know you played Satisfactory. That game was awesome.
Yeah. My brother got it for me, and we play it sometimes. Or we did for a while, and then I would like to play it again.
Total voltage
But,
90.
I mean, part of the fun of that game is how ridiculous it is to be, you know, a tiny, tiny person in a giant, giant factory.
Yeah, dude. Oh, 125, you are fucking shitting me. Alright, so it's 125 volts, but if I rotate... So we need 115, so how much does this gainer lose? How much does green gainer lose? Green gains or
Lee
loses...
Grainer?
How much does Lee gainer lose? 105.
This game feels like Riven if you weren't the main character.
It is. I mean, it's almost like just this game is a hater. 160? Are you fucking kidding me? 160? Get the fuck out of here, man. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to add and remove more things from the circuit.
Uh-huh.
He's just like, sure.
Well, okay. So yeah, I gotta get invested here for the sake of the stream, because there's not like a Sean B, who is doing that. So okay. So what are these colors, Sean? It looks like you've got some ones that increase and decrease your voltages or some shit like that.
Yeah,
if that's a thing.
So yeah. Wow, that's incredible. I knew I needed a Bouchard among us. So the idea is that this is the start.
Yep.
And right now, the total voltage is determined by which of these things that we pass through. So you can imagine if this is like 20, and then 40 because it's green, and maybe this is like 10. This is 50, 60, and then plus 20 is 80.
So those are each one of those is adding
90 or something like that. Yeah, like each one adds some amount. So what I think that I should actually do is I should just find out what amount each thing is so I can just actually count. Hold on, I'm just going to pet Sheriff because she's a good cat.
Like, what sucks is that, like, really what you should do is just draw it out on a piece of paper, you know?
Yeah. The fact that it's
I don't like that.
I think it hurts me. I think it really fucking hurts me a lot.
It's...
Oh, so if I rotate this should still be 125.
It's just like a graph theory problem. It's like so much in this game, it's just a graph theory problem, except you're forced to walk around inside it. Actually, that might be the entire game.
Yeah, I mean... Wait. The difference between... So previously this was green, right? So this is a complete circuit. So this is 125. Now, if I rotate this... What? What the fuck? Oh, I see it bugged. But if I complete this, it's 120. So therefore, the green gives 5 more than blue does. So if I can find another way to swap green for blue... Green, blue, blue.
I have a question about where these colors are labeled.
Yeah.
I was thinking that the color, like the color of the gateway, corresponded to like the island, but I guess that is not the case.
Yeah, I think it is the amount of voltage that you pass, that you add through like that.
Literally through the gateway?
I think so.
Okay.
So this is red, red. I'm going to change this to red, yellow. So it goes 175. 170. So yellow is 5 less than red. I don't know what the exact amounts are, but I have managed to make statements. So what is our voltage? It is 170, so I need to drop it like a fucking shitload. Okay, so what if I... So, help me out with this, Leigh. So if I...
Okay.
We have 170, so if I subtract...
Yep.
Red, and yellow. So that's... No, we're subtracting red and red from this. So we are now about to find out what red is. 170, that means that red... Double red is 50, so red is 25.
Got it.
So, red is 25, and... Okay, so this means that right now, this is 170. I think yellow is 20. Because this is 5 more. So this should be 25, 25, 25.
And we're assuming that it's just addition, right?
20. Yeah. That is exactly what we were assuming.
Always assume linearity, that's what I say.
Hell yeah. So, what did we say that yellow was? We said it was 20?
25.
Oh, wait,
No, yellow's 20, red is 25. See, I wrote
Right.
it down like a Bouchard would.
Fuck yeah. So let's see.
Unfortunately, I also get the words red and yellow mixed up.
Dude, yeah, no, this is some fuck shit. And I realized we can actually do the simplest check of all. We can discover what green is simply by going over like this. So if we just close the circuit, we can say that green is... Oh, green is fucking 35?
Ooh, big boy.
Okay, so let's test this. So, did I say green was 5 more or 5 less?
You said green is 35. Red is 25, and yellow is 20.
Does blue fucking... Oh,
Sorry.
is one of these fucking subtracting? Because here's the thing.
If one of these is subtracting...
35... So I'm going to do some really simple checks. So I think that this is 35. Why do I think that this is 35? Because we don't have any other circuits anywhere else. Let me just turn this way. So the total voltage here, 35, right? It comes in through here, it goes this way, and it gets 35. Just for making this super clear, we're going to rotate this away. So now this is 35. Okay, so what we want to do now is we want to try to answer the question, what's yellow? So now we're going to rotate like this. So this should be 35. Should go to here. This, we're going to rotate the other way. Wow, this is actually way easier to do when previously we didn't actually have the Mr. Stretch long arm thing.
Uh-huh.
Some brutal shit right there. Okay, so now we're going to... How do I actually do this? Oh, shit. We actually don't have an easy way to do this. Fuck. Okay, wait. Okay, so this is 35. And we're going to make a little simple bridge. Is that what we're going to do? I don't know what the fuck we're going to do. What in fuck's name are we doing here? Wait. Okay, so I think I can get it on all yellows, I think. Oh, he coming. Okay. See here, I'm going to go from green to green, so this should be 75. Then this is yellow, whatever the fuck yellow is. So this is like as close to closing it as I can. So that kind of has to be there. Can I just, like, not actually close this circuit? Is that what's happening to me? Fuck. 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 Fucking fuck. Shit. So I'm trying to figure out how to get a circuit that actually... Oh, wait, can I do it like this? Wait a goddamn... Okay, hold on. Okay, wait. Leigh, I got it. I got something that will allow us to do things.
That good, because I have a deep, sincere desire to help, but I'm realizing that what I would do is literally map this out on paper.
Why can this not turn? Is this thing fucking forcibly connected? No, it's not. No, I got it. Okay, Leigh, I figured out a way, because if green is 35, so this should be 35 plus 35 is 70, plus whatever yellow is.
Yellow's 20.
Yellow's -5. I was wrong. Yellow's -5. Wait. No, if green is 35, and this green is 35, then this means that yellow is nothing, right?
Yellow is nothing.
I think so, right?
I don't know. The ACLU just called me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I'm going to work under the assumption that my math is correct, which it's often not. So I think we have determined that yellow is nothing, right? If green is 35, then it means that going from here, this is 35, and then 35. And then there you go, right? Okay. Okay, that's what I think. This is what I think.
This is what we believe to be true. We are keepers.
We are keepers. So let's do it like this. Okay, so now we're going to add 2 red to the equation. We can do that. So now we've added 2 red to the equation, and the total is 120. So the difference between 70 and 120 is 50. So that means we believe that red is 25. So we have 35s, 25s, 0. And now what we need to do is we need to figure out what blue is. So here's how we can figure out what blue is as the last little ingredient in this fucking hellhole.
QED.
It's 10. It's fucking 10. So we have 10.
Red is 10. Blue is 10.
Blue is 10.
Okay.
Green is 35, according to my calculations.
If my calculations are correct, green is 35.
Red is 25, and then yellow's nothing.
Yellow can get out of here.
So if we are at 40, we'd say, how do I... I'm trying to get to 115.
Uh-huh.
So that's 25 off. So that means we need to remove a red from the circuit.
But can you just remove a color? Because you're going to need to go through some colors, right? You could add a yellow, remove a red, and add a yellow.
Yeah, remove a red, add a yellow.
Or remove a green and add a blue. I'm helping.
Can we remove a green and add a blue? So this green, you said remove a green and add a blue?
Yeah.
Alright, so the green that we're going to remove, I believe, is this one. So we're going to remove that green. We're going to rotate this. So we're preserving a blue. We just removed a green. We are not going to use these.
Get those out of there.
Fuck. Wait, I think I'm okay. Okay. Fuck me, 120. Fuck. Dude.
Ah.
But wait. If I rotate like this fucking thing here, so it should be fucking shoot it. 70. So right now we need a green and a blue, right? We need a green and a blue.
Green and a blue would be 45. Added 70 brings you up to some number.
Wait, why in the fuck is this? Oh yeah, because it's a circuit. This game is...
This really is the game.
Wait, we need to add a green and a blue, which is over here. So what if I rotated myself like this? So that's added a green. This would be preserving a green. Add a green and a blue. That should be it.
Fuck yeah, 125?
We needed 115. I'm gonna.
Oh, son of a...
I added 2 blues. I didn't account for that.
Okay, so if you need to lower it by 10, you could remove a blue and add a yellow, or you could remove a green and add a red. That's it.
What were the options that we had?
You can remove a green, add a red, or remove a blue, add a yellow.
Remove a green, add a fucking red? This game. Alright. Alright.
Or you could add a green and remove...
Remove a green, add a red, you say?
Wait. Yeah, remove a green, add a red.
So if I do this, I've removed that green. My camera froze. Fuck me, man. Everything is hell. Everything is hell. But we're doing it. We're doing it. I really got to replace that camera here sometime, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the game.
Yeah. This is the game.
Okay, so we've removed green.
We test.
We test? Oh, you heard the man. We work. I still like that one. That's a good joke. The we work one, when I made that joke.
Yeah, that was some good shit right there.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about that.
Okay, wait, hold on. If we're trying to get to 115, we have 10s, 25s, and 35s, right? So if I did 35 and 25 together, that's 60. Plus 10 is 70. Oh, fuck.
I mean, should we draw this? We could draw this thing out, or is that not what we want to do?
Oh, Lee, you can... Okay, well...
I mean, I don't want to, but I could draw this.
Whoa,
You can Microsoft Paint this motherfucker. You gonna paint this motherfucker?
All right, let me... All right. By the way, did I show any of my files? Did I dox myself at all?
I don't think so. I think you just
so.
did like a tour of layouts. I think.
I don't think I did. Yeah. All right. Yeah, it would have been super.
Do you want to draw this in Paint?
Yes. Let me just make sure everything is good and boink. So.
Okay.
So.
Oh, that is sick. You've got Paint right over the.
Yeah, right over the game.
Right over the video game.
Here's the entrance. So we have.
Yeah. Now this is it.
This is a green guy.
Okay.
And then, if I remember correctly,
see this feels right. This feels like we're rocking and rolling now.
And then there's blue and blue. All right, let me make sure that I have the stuff. Okay, so here's green, and this guy's green. All right, so let me make this black so I can select this. All right, so hold on. All right, so this is blue, and this is blue. And then over here is the bullshit side of the grid. So this is yellow.
Yeah.
I believe this is yellow. And then I think it's... Oh, is it just literally columns? Are you fucking kidding me? It's just columns? Are we fucking kidding me?
See, this is why we need to draw. Okay. Millennial gray.
Millennial gray.
Can you? Yeah, instead of blue, can we call them millennial gray?
And this is nothing as well, but which is fine because everything in this column is nothing. Fuck. So if I then say, okay, my path is, so if we go, oh yeah, so this is 35. This is 10.
Uh-huh.
25.
0 and, yeah, 25 and 0.
So in the knapsack problem that is this fucking bullshit, let's ask the following question.
Leah's LGBT. Leah's LGBT. Well, Leah's L and G. Sorry. I just happen to be looking. It's okay, like the two chats. One thing we haven't gotten in chat lately is what happened to Fun Day Monday. But that was always a good one.
Oh yeah.
And then the other one is the other ones are we still sometimes get like the what happened to Bill? It's been like 5 years. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I it's so funny where like I think one of the most interesting things about being someone on the internet is that people evaluate you first of all as an incredibly static entity. And the reason they're viewed as static entities is that by and large stories, businesses, identities present a static thing, so that way it's very clear and understandable. So, for instance, if you say,
like a brand.
Yeah, this is, this is a candy store. If you come here, it's candy, period. And if you went there and there was just no candy, there was clothes, you'd be like, whoa, something's weird here, huh? Something's really odd. Something's really bizarre.
Yeah.
Or if you went to Bank of America and there's just like, we don't do banking anymore, but we can help you plan a great vacation. You'd be like, what the fuck? So, like... You'd be like, oh my god.
This fucking happened with my favorite coffee place in SF. They were having problems and they've pivoted to retail. And it was just a month of people wandering in being like, can I get a coffee? And then the person at the desk having to be like, no. But would you like a T-shirt?
Yeah, dude, no, it's so funny, right? So you get that, you get the being treated as a static thing. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
So whenever I went from StarCraft to Hearthstone, people were like, "But Sean, why are you doing Hearthstone instead of StarCraft?" And of course, the answer is like, if you think of me as a human being and not like a simple linear brand,
Yeah.
humans go through phases where they just do all sorts of shit. It's like totally normal. It's like asking a high school student, wait, but why are you in college? It's like, oh yeah, no, I just graduated high school and I went to college. But like, are you gonna go back to high school? Because I just know you as a high schooler,
That's right.
And the thing is, like, on an individual level, like if you and I were talking and you were like, hey, I was working at this game studio, but I left and I'm actually working at a toy company. I'd be like, oh, interesting. Well, talk to me about the change. There wouldn't be that doubt, right? There wouldn't be that, sort of thing. But I think the second thing that's weird is that people speak to you as though you are through the lens of the rules of characters and stories, not through the lens of...
Yes! That is a big one, and a weird one. Like how everyone was like, everybody was... No. Okay, here's another thing. Here's how we view the things. Yeah. I was about to say everybody was saying, but there was really just, I think, one comment.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyways...
But it comes up frequently enough, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But there was definitely... a comment that I read one time was that I must have been responsible for Maria and me getting divorced because she seemed nice on the streams. Which,
oh, that's amazing. That's incredible.
We were never married.
No, that's the best part. Yeah. That's the best part about that statement. Yeah.
That's like another friend I have who's a big time Twitch caster, who, like, there was a constant sort of... I think there's people who still believe that she secretly got pregnant. Like, she had a secret pregnessy.
Yeah, no, it's weird because
completely made up. It's just completely made up.
Well, the thing is that, again, like, no, this is what you're talking about is exactly what I was bringing up, which is that, like, it's the rules of storytelling. So, for instance, if you say, let's imagine you have two people, or we'll call them Alice and Bob, who are married, and let's say in the story you eventually want to have them be divorced. Now, in a story, you have to show them getting in a fight. You have to show them in a decision point where there is something irreconcilable. And for some reason, when it comes to watching two people who are like married, let's say we have two streamers that are married, and then they announce they're getting divorced, people start to go, okay, well, what were the events that were right in front of me?
What were the narrative beats? Yeah.
Or at the very least,
you mean like they're like thinking about the back, like the footage to see like what... Are you saying that they're trying to determine if they saw like this? What am I trying to say?
Yeah, no. What they're trying
like
to
the clues must have been there or something.
They see that, like, you're married, you're divorced, and so in between here, it might not be all the things, but I just need to find the right things to make this. And so, like, I literally know of a couple who got together and then broke up. And what happened was, on air, they were really happy and enthusiastic about one another. And in private, they were also enthusiastic and liked one another, but they were just like, you know what? I actually just...
Yeah.
I think that it was like a mutual, oh, I actually don't think that this is for me, but not because you're a piece of shit, but like... hey, I want to spend a lot of time outdoors. Oh, I never want to go outdoors. I want to stay inside. Oh, well, yeah, no, there's a lot of fun media. Oh, of course, a lot of fun stuff outside. Oh, yeah, if that's what you want to do. Yeah, no, it was this, like, it was almost an uneventful breakup. It's like one of the only times I've ever seen this, where it's just like, actually, really, just, it was fine, and then there you go. And I mean, the question was like, okay, well, they seemed so happy, but it must have meant that they were actually unhappy. And it's like, oh, actually, no, this is just the one instance of a very mature couple that when they start to see that unhappiness will happen, they just broke up before it got to that shit.
I mean, and I'm, for most things, I'm an open book. I just don't like to, tell other people's stories. But what I will say is, like, I guess as far as publicly, like the stuff with me and Maria, our split was funny because it was, pretty pedestrian. Um,
It's so
just like
boringly just
going
lie.
different. It was just like going different directions or something. And but then after that is when I started transitioning and everything. So then it's like,
Oh, that's right.
and
yeah.
after a relationship is a really good time to start transitioning. But it wasn't like about that. But then, I can only imagine that if somebody's writing the fiction of my life, like, it's you gotta people are putting two and two together.
Yeah, because what would have made sense, Lee? What would have made sense is that you
Yeah.
said to Maria, "I'm going to transition," and she,
I'm
first of all,
transitioning
she
no
was,
matter
she
what.
was holding something that was porcelain and she dropped it. Okay,
Yeah, I'm stealing
Lee,
your husband.
I can't.
Yeah.
Lee,
Porcelain.
I support that, but that's not
so-
who I want to be with, right? And there's tears.
That's right.
And then what happened is the breakup occurred, and you announced that, and then several months later you announced the transition. But of course, like, that's probably happened wrong. Flipsy flopsy.
Well, yeah. What honestly happened is that we split up and remained very amicable, and then nailed the transition into friendship. And all the time, whenever we would get together for like Indian food or coffee, I would look slightly different. It was pretty good.
That's so
it's like
funny.
Yeah, it's not bad. But yes, Maria is still out there. She still exists. She's still part of my life. It's really nice. So yeah.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Yeah, no, I remember when I was at Artillery, which almost had one of the most banal standard things happen in games, which is that they need an extra funding round and they didn't get it, and there you go. And
done.
so, and of course, there's all the negative emotion side of like, oh shit, I guess I have, oh look at that, freed up 60 hours a week, huh? Like, what will I do with my time? So I started streaming more, and someone was asking about StarCraft, and believe it or not, I've played StarCraft a little bit.
You've been known to.
And I started playing, or I started talking about the unusual pathfinding in StarCraft 1. And I was like showing a video, and I was chatting about it. And it was actually a really nice experience, because here's what was happening in my head, okay? I used to do very focused shows, unlike what's happening right now, which is deeply unfocused, right? We're literally looking at this screen, and we'll eventually get back to MS Paint, and it'll be fine.
We're playing a game badly.
We're doing terrible.
We're being worse gamers.
But I used to be like, I'm on at 7, and then I finish round 9. Boom.
Yeah.
And now, if I'm going live at 1 and I turn it off eventually, like at 7, I can actually take a moment and just go deep and talk about a topic and open MS Paint and open StarCraft and switch around and not need to be that focused, and I can just go on a tangent and come back. Isn't that cool that I can go on tangents and I didn't used to be able to do that? That's so cool. But what happened is I saw some theorizing and even some people adding me on Twitter about, what must have happened is that Sean wanted Brood War style pathfinding at this company, and they didn't want Sean to do that and didn't agree with his ideas, and so that's why he left.
That is, you are quite an auteur, my friend. I know that you live and die for that pathing. Like, that is the one thing.
Well, like, but it's one of those things where it's, it's like, did Alice steal your orange blanket, or did Bob steal your orange blanket? Let me think about their motives. And it's like, I don't own an orange blanket, right? Like, it's like the part of the story that's not interesting is so often how what is actually occurring here. And so that's what I find so fascinating about the whole experience.
It's an incredibly good magic trick. Like, the misdirection is there. It's like, well, why did they get divorced, because of this or because of this? It's like, well, they were never married. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Also, Sean, I feel like this is related, but I'm not sure how.
Yeah.
I did a thing, and then I deleted it because I realized that, as I'm engaging with people for potential lucrative professional opportunities, I didn't want this to be their first introduction to me. But I did find a game called Beat. What's it called? Beat. It's like Beat MP3 for YouTube that lets you play any YouTube video as a rhythm game, like song. And I played and did very well on Boner Amanda.
Oh,
So
I had
I
no
do.
idea what you were doing. I was like, this. I don't understand this video. I need to rewatch that thing. Yeah.
It's gone now, but I do have it on my. Okay, so you did see it. Yeah, it's gone off the internet, but I do have it still in my photos. It's if you've ever wanted to see the Boner Amanda video as like a DDR or like a touch music beat game,
God, that is the good shit right there.
just I guess email me.
All right, so Leigh, let's do this. So if we want to
Okay,
get,
let's fix it. Let's finish this thing.
so the magic number is 115. Okay, so 115, we could do if we did 75 out of that. The difference between 75 and this is 40. Isn't that right?
Usually,
75, 7 plus 4. And do we have any
Oftentimes.
way to make 40 out of this? It looks like the answer is no. So we have eliminated 3 reds as a possibility. What if we had 2 reds? We would have 50. And so the difference between 50 and 115 is 65, yeah?
Okay, so at San Francisco Neuropsychology, I got like a full 6-hour workup or whatever you call it. And I always thought I was terrible at math in my head. It turns out I'm 50th percentile at math in my head. At everything else, I'm like 95th.
That's so good.
So I'm bad at math, Sean. I'm a super duper genius, but not for math.
I hear that. I know this feeling.
Yeah.
Let me think for a moment. Okay, so wait, if we do 50 and 35,
Yep.
that's 85, plus 10 is 95, 105, 115. Okay, so the other...
There you go.
Now, so this is one combination, which is 2 red, 1 green, 3 blue. This is a legitimate combination. There's one other thing to check, which is a single 25. So this is a question of how do we make 90? If we wanted a single 25, we would also be able to do 1 red. We need 2 green, which was 70. 70 and 25 is 95, and then we would need 2 blue. So the question is, how can we get that to actually occur? So
Is that rhetorical, or do you want?
yeah, so I don't actually think... I think there is no way for us to go for 1 red. I think.
Okay.
So, like, because here's the thing. If I go through this one, I actually have to go through another one of these, right? So I think it's impossible.
Because you're in the corner, yeah.
Yeah. Or similarly, if I go...
Or you always have to go. You always have to go through 2 reds, unless because you can't go diagonal. You cannot, because you can't go diagonal. You can't go through.
I figured it
only
out.
one of any row or column.
So here's the trick. Here's the
Except
insight.
for like, yeah, okay.
I figured it out. Okay, so what we're actually going to do is we're going to do 2 red, 1 green, 3 blue. And it looks like you can't do this. It looks like you actually
Okay.
can't do this, but here's the secret that you can, because imagine for a moment, each one of these I label as blue because it has a bridge coming out of it. So if I do like this and have them pointing backwards, I don't know how we actually get to here. Fuck. What does this one point to? I gotta look at this one. Because in this way, we've actually successfully done it. Right? Like, you can see that we we go through this green, but here's the thing. We have to go through the bridge. So if I were to do like this, you'll notice that this connection is not part of the circuit. Here's the actual circuit going around like this.
Uh-huh.
This doesn't even have a fucking bridge, though. So I don't think that works.
Is that the trick? Is that the trick, then, that they're making us build a bridge? They're making us use one for a bridge that we're not actually using in the solution? I'm assuming there's a trick, at some point. Also, my face is wonderfully red. I don't know what's going on with that.
So I think that I need to redo this because I think that we need 2 reds. So, all right, Leigh. So, correct me if I'm wrong. If we hit this one, the only place that we could have possibly come in from is this one, right?
Wait.
That's
because there's none. Because the last row, second column, there's nothing. Last row, column 1, there's nothing there.
Last row, here?
Row 2, column 1.
Row.
There's nothing there. Is that right?
Is this 0, 1, 2?
Base 0. Yeah. Of course. Oh wait, yeah. Or are we doing the other way?
Yeah, like.
But we're doing base 0. I mean, let's get real.
Yeah. Okay. So are we? Is it 0? Where's the origin here?
I think it depends on if we're mathematicians or if we're coders or something. I'm going to leave it up to you, as a courtesy.
No, this is the problem. Is that like?
I guess the question still remains, though, is that the dot adjacent, the node adjacent to the leftmost entryway, is that a node that exists, or is it just gone?
I'm sorry. This exists, but this is effectively just a 0 node. But the reason I'm not marking it is because this doesn't actually have the ability to do anything on
Interesting. So it's hard set. Where is it hard coded?
Get this fucking thing earlier? What the fuck?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, what were we do? Is this what you did to like raise the water level in that other part?
Unless these numbers are wrong. I don't think they are.
Do you have wait, can you walk over to the node representing the one that you cannot turn?
The null node? Oh, sorry, let me do this.
The null node.
Yeah.
So the null node does have bridges coming off of it.
Yeah, but it is...
Should we draw those into our paint diagram?
So the way to view it is that each of these locations that I've illustrated, each of these locations, I am labeling like this, but really what one of these things means is this is actually a single point with a little bridge coming off that has a little blue hook here.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
So this is basically a bridge coming out of here that's blue. So I can do this.
Yep.
This is what this illustration means.
And there's no bridge that's hard coded onto that node. Is that correct?
Correct. It is the only node.
Got it. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can write you a program to solve this. Just like take an hour or two.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to see if
it's going to be recursive.
Oh, wait a minute.
It's just going to be a recursive brute force.
What if there's no reds? 35 plus 35 is 70 plus 35. Is that it? What's 35 plus 35 plus 35 is 105 plus 1 blue. But I don't think that's possible either. I don't think it's possible to just get a single blue in there. I don't know how the fuck to add this up to 25 or 115. What the shit? Okay, is there a way to get... Is there a way to just get one green in here? That's what I'm curious about, because we can make this go this way. Or this way or this way, which would include it.
Would it help us to write out all of the potential sets?
Yeah.
What am I trying to say?
Yeah. So
okay. So all the potential sets of colors in a path that would solve it before we start to try to design the bridges.
Yeah. So here's the way that I was approaching this. Is I was saying, okay, is there any combination, ignoring bridges, that involves 3 red?
Yep.
So this is 75. 115 minus 75 is 40. How do I make 40? You can't with 35 and 10. So that's it.
So therefore, there's no such thing as 3 5s. Yep. Or 3. No such thing as 3 reds. So you've got 2 reds, 1 green, 3 blue, 1 red, 2 green, 2 blue.
Yeah, so here's the combinations that, in a literal sense, do add up.
Yep. But you can't... You could have... Do you have to make a closed circuit out of this?
Yes, you do. So yeah, so if you have 25, 25, and 25, that's 75. Nadlan, 666. I would appreciate if you didn't attempt to backseat. We're lucky that you are incorrect, but again, we are going to try to solve this ourselves, and I would appreciate the not trying to spoil. But 115 minus 75 is 40, and it is impossible to make 40 with 35 and 10.
Yep. Okay, so the ones that we can have one of are green and yellow. Is that correct? Oh wait, but you can have other. You cannot have only one of red or blue. You can have only one of yellow or green.
I think that is true.
Yep. You can have only one of yellow or only one of green, because that it is possible to have only one of yellow and it is possible to have only one of green, because they
you could do something
are
like have
next to, because you can pass through sideways, and also they're next to the start and end points.
But I think the problem with this is that, like, here's something that I was thinking. I was thinking, like, critically, well, what if I had this green one pointing up like this? So this is technically going through blue, this is technically going through yellow, and it's not even using this one at all. So I was like, ooh, maybe this is an interesting way to do this, but then I actually don't think there's a way to get to this end.
Do you have to get to that end?
Yeah, so we're trying to connect this to this. That's what these two hashes are signifying.
So then, given that, we know that does that mean that we know that the bridges will all be facing toward the null node? Because we know that a bridge has to face the null node, and then each node only has one bridge. So
we know that this option is out, because that just closes the node.
Yep. And now we know that all bridges must lead to null node. They must point toward it ultimately.
Yeah, so we know that the possible options is this comes in or this comes in. So if this comes in, then we had to have come here from here, and we know that 3 reds can't be a thing. So
then we have to go to the yellow, and that's 0. So then we go from yellow to green. No, wait, probably. Yeah, let's hold on. With 2 reds, we want 1 green and 3 blues. Oh shit! No, we're gonna end up with 2 greens.
Here's the question. If I do this, I assume that it will complain. Or not complain, but it just won't work. This is my assumption.
If it does work,
then that's stupid.
That'll be easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dumb and easy and bad game.
Bad game. That is also, incidentally, a dead game.
Dad game.
Let me just make sure that this... Why is the voltage that high? What? I just did this wrong, didn't I? Yeah, because this has 2 greens. Who am I kidding? We're literally using a green here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, is that we're using 2 greens. We can't connect the red and the blue without using 2 greens if, in fact, we have to have a cycle. Sean, I think we've just proven that this puzzle's impossible.
Yeah. Yeah, because this is 50 plus 70 is 120 plus 20 is 140. How do you get 115?
I bet we don't have to make a circuit. Either that,
what does this
or
game
we
think
have one
about-
of our numbers wrong.
Yeah. That is the thing that I think is most sensible, is that we are doing something incorrect with our numbers. So let's actually just get the fuck So I'm gonna rotate everything away so that there's no possibility of anything else invading. And Leigh, let's try to record some numbers.
Okay.
So I think that this is supposed to show us that it is impossible Hove says, you proved it doesn't have to be a complete circuit at the last test. We had a complete circuit in the last test, and also again. I would appreciate no backseating. So yeah, total voltage is 35. Total voltage is 35. So if this was indeed, if this is 25 and 25, this should be 50. Sorry, the game keeps getting stuck. So this should be 50. That's 0. Alright. So this is like a very interesting puzzle, like from like, you know, one of those like Königsberg Bridge style problems. Wrong scene. I mean, they're pretty equivalent at this point. So what we should expect here is we should expect 35 and 35 is 70. And then that's 25 and 25 is just 50, so it should say 120. Okay. What do we think is actually going wrong in this game? Maybe this one. Maybe all of them are consistent, save for one.
I love what we're reduced to at this point.
I think it's one of those that there just simply isn't a way to do this.
Yeah.
If that is not true. 105, because this is this, and this, and this. Okay, so the question would be, how do you add in one blue? You know what? Here's what I'm going to do, Leigh. I'm going to make a circuit with every fucking thing that I can. And this is possible. This is possible to do. Because this will show us if one of them is wrong. This is the fastest way to determine that one of them would be wrong. So there's a couple possibilities. either... So we're going to make a big letter W. Either one of these things is not the same as its color. Or they're not simply summing, or we have our numbers wrong. But I think that by getting every single thing in the circuit, this is a really nice quick test. Because we'll get to say, here's what we anticipate the sum will be. Alright, so it should be 75 plus 105. Which is 190, and then so this should be 220, right? 220. All right. It's 210. Did I do that wrong?
Ha!
25, 25, 25, that's 75. 35, 35, 35, that's 105. 75. Oh no, this is right. It's 210. I did do my math wrong. Okay. 75 plus 105 is 180. So this should be 210. So this is... So, then what the fuck is... What the fuck? Leigh, what the fuck?
Yeah. Okay. Did we lose mostly walking? Is tonight a big L? Are we taking an L?
I don't actually understand.
Wait, so what happened? Can you just tell me quick which ones you added and what it added up to?
Let me show. What I did was
because it's never a loss as long as you're documenting.
Yeah, so I took a path. I'm gonna do it in purple. I started from here, and then I went like this, intersecting with every single thing.
And it added up to which one?
210, which is correct because it's 75 in the red column. Oh, this fucking camera. I don't know why it's so ornery today. Yeah, I mean, like, we have 30 on the right column.
Now I can't see it.
Mama fucking Mia. We have 30 in the right column. 35 plus 35 is 70, plus 35 is 105. 30 plus 105, 135, plus all three reds, which is 75, and that adds up to 210. So this leads me to believe the following. This leads me to believe that our identification of what each color's total is accurate.
Yep.
I also believe that it is adding them. It's not trying to do any funny business.
Yep.
So what I am puzzled with is that it can't be 3 red, because if it's 3 red, that adds up to 75. And the only way to go from 75 to 115 is to generate 40 extra current, which we can't with all blue, and we can't do it with any combination of the other ones.
I have a question though.
Yeah.
When we derived, have we been able to test that each of the colors is the value that we think it is? Like, have we been able to isolate and test them?
We have done this path. We've also done this path. So this is this said 35. This said 35 and then 70. So from this, I concluded that these are 0.
But does that not just tell us that? But and we've
I've
tested
not done
greens.
this.
Do we know for sure that yellow isn't a negative?
I think so because this was 35. And then this was
Oh, and
70.
that one's not a. Okay, yeah, and
Yeah.
that the
This is
null
not
node is
yellow.
not a yellow.
Correct.
Got it. Okay. Yep, got it. I see what you mean.
Now,
Uh,
I did do this test and determined that this was 120, which is correct. 70 plus 50 is 120. What I've not yet done, though, is this, which should be 70, and then these two is 90.
yeah, let's just give it a shot.
Why not?
But then, and then if that's correct, I think maybe we just are not in Paint. We have not made the correct graph. There might be a solution in Paint that we're not seeing.
Yeah.
Standard engineering.
No, I love the engineering of get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a problem-solving process that I can bring to bear on this. It's just usually not. I try not to do that in mostly walking. You know what I mean?
90. Great.
But sometimes, when a puzzle refuses to be beat, then you have to work on it.
So let's see if there is any platform that has two things coming off it. No.
Huh?
Yeah. So Leigh, what am I missing here?
Wait, what do you mean? There's not two things coming off it?
So every single platform, as far as I can tell, has this property that there's one platform coming off.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
not one that's like this. In other words.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And
So,
so I'm gonna just slowly go through this. Or actually, quickly go through this again. Is there a
yeah.
solution that involves 3 reds? No, because it's 75, and then we would need to make 40, and we literally can't do that with these sets, right? So we can't do that.
Yeah.
Is there a way with just 2 reds to wait a minute? I hold on. Can I do this? So I'm curious if I point like this here. Can I make a loop anywhere else, or does this have to be the starting point?
Do you need to include that green? Like which nodes are required?
The ones that have these little hashes under here.
Those are required. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So let's just talk about raw numbers. So again, can I do a solution with 2 reds? I can. It's 2 reds, which is 50 plus 1 green. 50
Yep.
and 35 is 85 plus 95, 105, 115. So 1 red.
So could you just
red.
could you just square the bottom green though? Because we know the bottom green is going to be required.
What do you mean square it?
Put a square around it.
Sure.
Yeah, sorry, square is a math term, but
Yeah.
uh,
I believe that these nodes are required.
okay, cool. And so then you had 2.
Let me just briefly see if that's even fucking true at all. Yeah, I mean, we see these coming out of it.
Yep. Okay, so if you go back into Paint, and then just want to draw a square around 2 of those reds again, probably the bottommost reds.
Well, the thing is, what I'm first doing is I'm saying, okay, I think it has to be 2 red, 1 green, 3 blue, or 1 red, 2 green, is it 2 blue? Let me just count it. 25 plus.
I mean, if it has to be a cycle, it can't be 1 green, 3 blue.
Yeah, let's see if we can do something with this. Well, because here's the problem, which is that I don't know how we would ever just get 1 red.
Did we test not making a full cycle? Or we got backseated or something?
So let's break
Do we
this.
trust the backseater?
Because now this will say no circuit. So here's what I vote for, Leigh. I think we just wander around here. We see if there's anything else that I can even connect to.
Okay.
Can I, like... Can't chain anything?
Wait, can you? Sorry, wait. Can you go back to the paint one more time?
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna take a screenshot of it too.
Yeah.
So run one. Okay, 1 red. 1 red's not possible if we have to make a cycle. 3 blue and 1 green is not possible if we need to make a cycle. So our 2 solutions we've come up with down in the corner are not possible.
Yeah, I think that there is some other... Because here's my logic. I started with all the reds, then 2 reds, then 1 red, and we came up with some solutions that don't quite seem possible.
Yep.
I also
so maybe
think,
we can make them. Yeah.
Well, yeah, like, I think that it is a literal impossibility, because I think that every single one of these has to have a bridge coming in and a bridge coming out, no matter what. Every single thing has to have degree 2. Which means...
Can we... Oh, yeah.
Which means that, like, I think that giving these raw numbers is maybe just incorrect. I think that these numbers are maybe wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Or the way in which they're interacting is wrong. That's what I think is the conclusion we have to make.
I'd love to verify walk through it and verify visually the colorations. And also, I mean, I would love to test each node for its value, but that is a math problem in and of itself.
Here's something that we didn't do. Also, Leigh, it's 9:15, and I'm comfortable to go a little bit longer if you are.
Yeah, I'm chill.
So what we're going to do now is we are going to involve every green and every blue, and then we're going to close this circuit. And it's going to freeze me. What? The fuck? Why
Wait, what?
Why?
What's our graph right now?
What? Okay,
it's like literally hard for me to tell which ones are connected visually.
We went like this.
So, counting from the right, you've got 30.
35.
Rightmost column.
Yep. Plus
rightmost
10.
Column is 30. Plus...
rightmost column?
I
see. Yes,
I'm summing the columns. Yeah, 30 plus... 3 times 35 is what?
105.
Something.
105 plus 30. So I would have said this is 135.
Okay. I bet something's subtracting. Otherwise, also the game designer in me is very suspicious that, like, how could they resist having one that subtracts? I guess no pun intended.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Well, we solved it, so that's good. I mean, I'm going to take a screenshot first of all. There. Do you want to mess around with it though and see if we can figure out where our model is wrong?
So what the fuck is this solution then?
Yeah, let's check our math again.
Okay, so I mean, like, this is weird because I felt like it built an intuition. We checked the intuition multiple times, and it just... The more that we checked things, the more it built that intuition.
Yeah, but I'm still suspicious that, like, I'm not satisfied that we were able to test the values correctly, or not.
Yeah.
I think we tested the values such that it was fairly certain, but I don't think that we actually like proved it out. So, because proving the values is actually tricky. That's my thought.
Yes. Okay, so let me explain why I'm annoyed. First, we went through the following logic process.
Mm-hmm.
Let's test and verify if the following is true. Actually, I need to have Paint open for this. So we went and tested the following theory. What if each of these... Let me do it in purple. What if each of these different colors has a value and they get summed?
Mm-hmm.
What if they get summed? And what happened is we said, well, if this goes across, this should be 35. And therefore, if we do like this, and it says 70, well, then we would conclude that this is 0. And then we concluded that this is 25. And we were able to do things like this in order to produce the result that, again, matched that summing idea. We also got to produce this result, which matched the summing idea. We then did this result, which proved out the summing idea. So what happened is we are getting more and more evidence that supports the idea that each color is a number and that joining them together in a circuit produces the sum of that. We then continued with that chain of logic and tried to find combinations that would allow the sum to occur. And the basic statement is you kind of need an even number of like... You need like an even number total of ins and outs in a lot of cases. And this led us to think, well, hey, maybe our theory that these represent numbers and they're getting added is wrong. Why? We have a lot of evidence that that's true, but when we look at the solutions based on that assumption, they seem impossible.
Don't work. Yeah.
So, and so as a result, we went down that path and said, hey, maybe our assumptions were incorrect. How about we test some of those? So that's what Lisa suggested with doing this. And here's why I'm annoyed. This was 115. Hold on, let me just time out this person before they say this. Let me just leave this clue. Yeah, no, get out. We don't want backseating.
Chat. There's a lot of people in chat right now who are
no backseating
to pop off.
Yeah, no backseating
They're
at all
to
under any
off.
circumstance. Period. If you're like,
especially right now.
Oh, gee, wow. Let me give you a hint. Like, we're gonna start banning people, man, because again, we don't want any backseating.
Yeah.
So what we did is we did this thing to test. Now here is the part where I like puzzle games. I like when if we tested this, our expected result is this would be 105 plus 30 should be 135. If it was something different, that would get me excited. Oh, we've identified that our understanding of the pattern was wrong. But here's where you have to be careful. If everything up to this point appeared to support the idea of addition, then suddenly you take that away and we immediately solve. I suddenly know that addition was wrong. This appears to be right, and I have no idea why, which leaves me unsatisfied. So,
yes, which is why every software engineer bone in my body is saying, let's go fix our model. Like we didn't solve it. We got the right number to show up, but we definitely did not solve it.
And as a good example to the backseaters out there who were like, no, let me give you a hint. I was trying to explain why I found this unsatisfying. But as I was explaining my logic, backseaters out there were like, oh, he's giving an explanation that doesn't match how I solved it, and I think I have the solution, so let me share with you the solution. What the solution is not important to me in what I'm trying to communicate at this very second. What I'm trying to communicate is how wildly, painfully unsatisfying this fucking thing is. Like, what the fuck? So, I mean, is it, like, Leigh, do you have any theory as to what was going on with this?
No, I mean, I would be down for, like, playing around with it. See what happens if you, see what happens if you maybe move those two in the upper left corner to make it a square and see what that says and see if that adds up, But, I mean, again, what I would...
Yeah,
it's hard for me to snap out of my... It's hard for me to snap out of my professional brain of wanting to test each part, wanting to unit test. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm right there with you.
Because, like, this is what happens when you don't unit test. This is what happens if you only do integration testing.
So the expected result that we would have on this one is it's all three blues, which is 30.
Oh my god. Look at the fucking chat. Chat, no, don't even never even whisper a guess. Just stop. You need to stop. You can create your own Discord and discuss it there, but if there's any scent, I'm telling you, it's not not in our hands.
Still, we are not looking for the solution, right? So this is 35.
You need to stop. They are hell bent, Sean. They can't stop. They can't help themselves.
They can't help it. They can't help it. I have a misunderstanding. Because again, let me be really clear. Let me explain it in a different way. Okay, let me explain it a different way. I'm going to explain it this way. If I had a crossword puzzle and I was like, damn, I can't figure out some of the words in this crossword puzzle. Maybe I've done something wrong. If you pick up the crossword, write all the solutions in, and hand it back to me and go, there, now you get to have all the fun. No, you literally have removed my fun from me and made yourself feel better. You fucking douche. Like, God.
I'm just... I guess yes, and what's funny to me is that technically no. If you whisper the solution or a guess to someone else in chat, we will not ban you for that because we can't. We won't know it. But it's just you're teetering on the edge. You're on the razor's edge of backseating.
Leigh, look at this. It's 120. This is not what we would expect.
Wow.
Because we would expect this to be 0, 0. 35, so that's 35, plus 10 is 45, plus 10 is 55, plus 10 is 65, plus another 35, we would expect this to be 100. And instead it says 120. So something is... I don't know what to do, Leigh.
Wait, can you draw it on the... Can you go back to Paint, Microsoft Paint?
Yeah,
and
so
draw, and then can you tell me what the total was?
120.
120. Okay, I'm going to add it up by hand because I need to do that for my own mind. Yep, I've got a 30 and I've got a 35 from the green, and I've got a that should be 65. Sean, why is it 100? Or no, wait, yeah, no,
yeah, because it's
plus
35 and 35. This makes 70, and then we have these three, which are 10, 10,
100
10,
should be 100, right?
So we're wrong somewhere.
Do the colors not mean anything? Is it just random? Is there some other... If we ignore the colors, is there some other visual identifier on the columns that tells us something? And maybe the columns themselves have numbers. Maybe it's not Or wait, what am I trying to say?
Yeah, maybe like this is a number.
Like, I don't know. Do the columns just have big numbers on them that are too big that we haven't looked at? Or that are so big that we haven't noticed them or something? Can you plug into one of the columns and have it tell you what its number is?
Fortunately not.
What if it's disconnected? What does the column say when it's disconnected?
Oh, every single one gives a reading for the entire circuit.
Oh, even if they're not part of the circuit?
Yeah, so for instance, this is not part of the circuit. And it will read total voltage 120. Or more.
And if the
clearly
circuit's
defined.
broken, it says no circuit.
This says no circuit.
I don't know.
All right, well, Leigh,
We are keepers.
we are keepers. I'm actually probably going to look this up.
It's the story of a world that has lost its documentation.
So, what I don't mind is that our assumption that it was addition was incorrect. I also don't mind that our assumption that it was addition had lots of pieces of evidence to suggest that we were correct. Some of my favorite kind of puzzle games do this, where it's like, you think you should think about it in this way? Yeah, you're doing great. Yeah, you're doing great. Yeah, you're doing great. Gotcha with a catch. What I dislike about this puzzle is that the discovery of the catch took not crazy long, but a little longer than I would have liked. But the first moment where we found a catch, we solved it. And so
that was weird.
Yeah, that was truly weird.
That was very unlikely, right?
Yeah, I think so. And now I'm trying to fiddle more, and I'm trying to.
We could just look it up,
Yeah.
or let's just leave it. Let's not.
Let's leave it. There it is.
Let's leave it. Let's not look it up. Don't look it up.
Okay,
Chat,
there it is.
If you have the solution, scream it into your pillow at home.
Yeah, there it is.
Don't tell us.
Yeah, whatever you do, get out of here with that stuff. Oh, it's gonna be perfect. Great, Leigh. Thanks for going late. Nighty night.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.